Hey guys, so just over the Easter break, I ordered a fish online from my most commonly used breeder, and this fish is actually due to arrive today. So today basically we're going to walk through what I do to acclimatize a new fish that's just arrived in the mail, and I'll also be answering some common questions that I see and some questions that people have asked me about buying fish online, how they arrive to your door, and how to introduce them to your established tank. So stay tuned to find out some more. So I set this tank up well in advance before the fish arrives, and that's so I can ensure that the tank is ready for him. We all know by now that we need an established filter, and so I achieved that by placing this black filter in my main tank for a little over a week, and that makes it cycle a lot quicker. As well as this, the tank is fairly empty. I like to keep my quarantine tanks simple so I can focus on the fish and their health. This tank is just over 70 litres, so that's just enough room for one fancy goldfish. So now's the fun part, we get to open up the box. So I'm just being really careful with a pair of scissors here, going around all the edges so I make sure I'm not cutting open the shipping bag. I had someone ask me if I've ever received a sick fish or a dead fish. Luckily no, I haven't, but there's a first time for everything, so doing this is always quite nervous, but you can see by the smile on my face that I've seen him move and he is definitely alive. Obviously we won't know what condition he's in until we get him out. But yeah. And here I am just checking on him, making sure he's okay, and taking him out of the box for the first time. As you guys can see, he was really loving that corner. I did try to make him stop trying to escape, but he just wouldn't, so I gave up. But here he is, alive and well. The shipping bag did leak a little bit, but it was fine. So keeping the fish in his shipping bag, we place him into the tank so he can adjust to the temperature of his new tank water. Keep in mind that you shouldn't open the shipping bag because this makes the ammonia inside the bag really poisonous as soon as the air hits it. So keep it closed and let him sit for about 30 minutes. Okay, so the new fish has been sitting in the bag for 30 minutes. It's time for him to go into the tank. So I usually try and recruit some help for this because I find it a bit awkward doing it by myself. But basically, as soon as you open that shipping bag, you want the fish out of it as soon as possible. But you also don't want the shipping bag water into your new fish tank because that's gross. Think about it, that fish has been sitting in that water for who knows how long. So basically what I do is I open the shipping bag, or I get someone to help me. I put my hand in, scoop the fish up, and as quickly as possible place him into the tank. This is the best way I have found to do it, and every single time I've done this method, it's worked really well. It doesn't stress the fish out as long as you have a firm but gentle grip on the fish and you're quick. So here he is about an hour after we put him in the tank. Now he's not going to be the most active fish, and that's pretty normal. He's just spent over a day shipping from one state to another. But all things considering, he's doing really well. The only thing I've noticed is he's missing a couple of scales, but again, that is super normal. So what I like to do for the first day is keep the lights off, and I try not to feed them as well. They'll be totally fine without food for a day. Trust me, I know they look hungry, but he's fine. So yeah, now we'll just closely watch him, and I'll keep him in this tank for about 4 weeks before placing him into my main tank. Thanks for watching, guys.